Hey guys, today we're going to learn another way to solve systems of equations. And you're probably saying, why? Why if we can't just graph it? Because we must. All right, so today we're going to be learning how to do it through substitution. And so let's get started. So in substitution, again, we already have the equations and these situations. And we have some steps here that are written out for us, but let's just go ahead and dive right in because there's going to be different formats and different ways that you can solve them depending on how it's written out. For example, if y equals 2x and y equals x plus 5, I could just say thus 2x equals x plus 5. Now I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to bring my x's together. We have x equals 5. Now we don't want to stop here because we only have the x and now we need to find the y. So we go back to the original two equations. It doesn't matter which one you pick. I'll go ahead and just pick the first one, y equals 2x. And I'm going to substitute the x that I found. So y equals 2 times 5. So y equals 10. Now, again, remember, these are ordered pairs because these are solutions to systems. So the actual answer to this would be 5, 10. If you go to the second one, again, you can see it's x equals y plus 3, x equals 2y plus 5. If they're set up like that, you could start it by just saying, well, then we know that, whoops, put a 5 there. I'm not sure why. So 3 equals 2y plus 5. And then again, from here, we just combine our like terms, solve for y, solve for x. But usually they don't look like that. If you look at example number 3, we have 2m plus n equals 7, and then we have m equals. So m equals n minus 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the n minus 4. If m equals that, we're going to put it right there into the other equation. We're going to substitute it into the other equation. So that would mean that this would be 2 times, instead of 2 times m, it's 2 times n minus 4. And notice I kept it in parentheses because that 2 is going to have to distribute out to that whole phrase. Because remember, m equaled the phrase n minus 4. So we have 2n minus 8 plus n. And now I'm just going to be solving for n. So I'll try to kind of move through this as quickly as possible. 3n equals 15. Divide both sides by 3. N equals 5. But again, we're not finished because I only have one variable. I need to go back in and solve the other one. It doesn't matter which equation I use. I'll just go ahead and use the second one, n minus 4. And I'm going to put the 5. Now I'm going to substitute that in. So m equals 1. So what do I have here? I have 1, 5. So assuming that is the x and the y variable, in the same alphabetical order, my answer is 1, 5. Moving on. All right, here I have, there's nothing sitting by itself. I need to have a variable on one side of the equal sign all by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to subtract d from both sides. Now I have, 3 minus d. I have a variable all by itself. Once I have that, I can take this and substitute into the other equation. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, that's going to be 3 minus d. Now, I really didn't need to put it in parentheses. I did it mostly so that you could see it. Now I'm going to drop the parentheses. I have a negative d and 4 positive d's. So now I have 3 plus 3d subtract, 3d equals 3, divide, d equals 1. So now I'm halfway there. I'm not done. And that's usually a mistake students will make, is they'll stop at this point. But now we have to put the 1 back into the equation. I use the simple equation, and I'm going to put the 1 in. And again, you could do this in your head, but again, just showing you working it out algebraically. And then assuming C is X and D is Y, my answer is, or the final answer is 2, 1, the ordered pair. Okay, I continue. I'm going to go ahead and skip number 5. We're going to, so just don't even worry about it. Okay, looking at number 6, there's something special about this. Oh, I remember now. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get that X. Oh, actually, we have the Y by itself. So I guess I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to substitute it in right there. I don't know, that might get ugly, but let's see what happens here. X plus 2, and instead of Y, I have this entire expression here equals 4. Now, did you see that? Did you see how I substitute the entire expression? If it's equals Y, I put the whole thing in there. But it's 2 times the entire expression, so I need to distribute that 2 all the way across. So don't forget to do that. So X plus, let's see, whoops. I don't know why I put an equal sign there. So 2 times a negative half is going to be a negative 1. So it's negative X minus 4 equals 4. Whoops. Sorry, I screwed up. So let's see. 2 times that is negative 8. I almost forgot. All right. Then let's see. We have X minus X. So those are going to actually cancel each other out. So we have negative 8 equals 4. What? Did I do something wrong? Actually, I didn't. So this means there's no solution. So sometimes it's going to come out where there's no solution. All right. The next one, I'm not going to cover it. We kind of covered it in the other, in number 6, where we're talking about like having a fraction in there. And so sometimes they get ugly, and sometimes they're going to have to insert a fraction. So in this, if I moved the y over, plus y of x equals 2 plus y. Well, now we got to put this expression, we have to substitute it all the way in there. I'm not going to finish the problem out, but again, I do want to show you what it looks like. I know your time is valuable, but now you have to just work that out. And so you have all the methodology that you've learned. Oh, darn, I'll go ahead and do it. Let's just see what happens here. 1 plus 1/2 y plus 1/3 y equals 6. Okay, I want to get rid of these fractions. Do you remember how to get rid of the fractions? One's a half and one's a third, so I can't change it into decimals because of the third. So I'm going to have to find a least common multiple to clear both of those fractions out. So let's see, 2 and 3, that would be a 6. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to multiply everything by 6. So this becomes 6. This becomes 3y. This becomes a 2y. Look how nice. Oops, I almost forgot. I have to multiply everything. Okay, 6 plus 5y equals 36. subtract 6, subtract 6. I'm going to go ahead and come on up here. We have 5y. This is actually going to work out kind of nice. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Y equals 6. So fun. Now, of course, I've got to put that 6 back into the equation. I'm definitely going to pick this easier equation. So it'd be x minus 6 equals 2. Add 6, add 6. X equals 8. And my final answer is 8, 6. So fun. All right. You got all the tools you need. Get cracking, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.